I went to a deli around midnight last night for food. I see this really young girl, she's maybe 21 or 22, who is incredibly intoxicated. She can't even stand up. I look over and I see this creepy delivery guy who is in his late 50s or 60s literally telling her, "Let me take you somewhere to feel better." He keeps trying to give her something she does not want. I'm too far away to see what it is. Moments later, he sits her down in a chair and is clearly trying to coax her into leaving with him. I call the police and they claim they'll be there soon. 10 minutes pass and no one arrives. I go outside and all of a sudden I see this guy holding her up and dragging her through the streets of New York. He's aggressively making out with her and she has no idea where she is. I called the police again to no avail. I follow them and finally the guy gets to his apartment and I had to intervene. I asked him if he knows this girl. He gets startled and backs away. She grabs me for a drunk hug. The guy panics and says he is the police, then changes his story to that's his sister. He reaches in his pocket to make it seem like he had a badge or gun. I completely ignore it because adrenaline had taken over at this point. I wasn't going to let this POS intimidate me. I asked the girl if she knew this dude or if she knew where she was, and she says no, they were going to have a fun time. I then asked her if she wanted that and she told me no, she just wanted to go home. I snatch the girl's stuff from his hands and we walk away. The loser pulls out his phone to record us. I suspect he was going to flip and say I was the one harming her. We go into a bodega down the street to kill time. She is a mess, crying and saying she wants to call her dog to pick her up. The bodega owner steps in to keep her calm. That's how drunk she was. A small crowd gathers inside the store because no one knows what's going on. Luckily, a bystander intervened because he saw the fucking loser still lurking outside waiting for her to leave. This idiot finally comes in the store and acts as if he knows her. The police show up, after 20-30 minutes, and questions him. He can't keep track of his lies, so they kick him out and warn him to stay away from her. The police eventually orders her an Uber from her phone to send her home. I am a little shaken up by it. I know it's 2025, but I cannot believe this guy was going to sexually assault this girl if I had not intervened. The one thing that still bothers me were the cops telling me afterwards that it was no big deal because people get drunk all the time in the city, yet they thanked me anyway. No, this was going to be rape. Blatant rape. I feel like I fucked up because this guy has footage of me and I don't have footage of him. I don't know. I guess I'm venting at this point. I feel like this should not be traumatic for me in any way, but I've been thinking about it ever since. So fucked up, man. Fucked up.